I have a very active lifestyle. I'm not very patient in general. But with wildlife, you need to be patient. Or you have to be very lucky. But in general, you have to be patient. I think I've always been really drawn to art since I was a child. Really my godmother who introduced me to photography. And she always used to have her film camera with her when I was a child, and she would take pictures, and she would travel the world really and get back home and show us all of her beautiful pictures. And I used to look at her negatives and be like very intrigued by it. She took me on a trip. And I had this just little compact camera, and then I started to photograph things around me. Then when I came back home, I photographed some friends. The turning point really was the pandemic. That's where I started to look at my surroundings a bit differently, I would say. Even in Montreal, in such a big city, wildlife can be anywhere around you. You just have to look for it. One day I was just walking in the botanical gardens of Montreal, and I saw a fox family, so many different types of birds and little animals, and I realized that, yeah, that's really how I got into wildlife photography in particular. 3 years ago I went to Newfoundland, and I saw a lot of wildlife, but I wasn't able to capture it with the lens that I had at the time. So when Fujifilm came to me with this lens, I was like, wow. I'll be able to go to Newfoundland back there and actually get the pictures of the puffins I was dreaming of, right? We're in Tadoussac in Quebec. It's about 5 hours north of Montreal on the north side of the St. Lawrence River. And I chose this location because it's a prime place to see whales. There are about 13 different species of whales here. And hopefully we get some good shots of the marine wildlife that surrounds us here. What I really like about the XF500mm is the focal length. 500mm gets you really close to some animals that you cannot get close to. It's super lightweight, it's compact, you can take it anywhere with you. Also not having to carry a tripod with you all the time and just being very reactive, it's really great. There's not one thing I think that I do that brings me such excitement, and when I take pictures, I am fully in the moment. Don't think about anything else, don't think about the past, the future, I'm just in the moment. That's my meditation. I think it's really fascinating to take the time to observe an animal, understand its pattern, how it lives. And you can learn so much by looking at animals, at the behavior. And through my images, I'm hoping to show people what's around us, what's living nearby your house that you might not even know is there, right? And if we don't do anything to protect them, we could lose it all.